Men will argue with their feelings so that they're always right, because no matter what, your feelings are valid.
So this gentleman is absolutely correct when he's saying that, well, pretty much from top to bottom, he's correct about everything he's saying. But I'm going to touch on the part about the escalating an argument or the shutting down. Ladies, when a conversation is escalated and a man's yelling, he probably still cares. But once he starts shutting down and just like, all right, you got it, and that becomes a frequent thing, at that point, he probably still loves you, but he doesn't like you. Because while he can't maybe articulate all his problems and issues, he can definitely tell that you're trying to play mental gymnastics or emotional games with him, and he may just not be able to articulate it. So what he'll do is just pretty much just whatever the entire situation. So yeah, when you get to that point of shutting down, that's when there's an issue, because he's ultimately indifferent about the whole thing. He might still love you, but he doesn't like you. That's ultimately what that means. And he's not going to go back and forth with you about it, because you're not going to admit accountability. You're not going to take responsibility for your actions. You're not going to do any of that. So it's like, what's the point? He's just going to go on with his life. And that's when he starts excluding you from aspects of his life, doing things by himself. You start learning less and less about what he goes on, because at his point, mentally, he knows this is over with. He's just waiting for you to end it, simply because typically what we see is when a man tries to end it, it becomes this irrational thing that won't end amicably. Like, it just becomes a lot. It's always easier for when a woman ends it, especially when you're dealing with kids and all that other stuff, because typically when a man tries to end it, it comes into taking the kids away from you and you're abusive, or like, let's say y'all living together, now you're talking about, oh, he's assaulting me, or he's doing this, he's doing that. It's a lot of stuff that typically comes with that men don't want to deal with. Now, a message to fellas: the reason why y'all go into these gymnastics with them, because y'all don't stay the course. When y'all arguing with them, if you ask her why the sky is blue and she talks about red, green, yellow, and orange and all those other colors, it don't matter. And this is an example. Nothing matters until she finishes that initial question that you asked as to why the sky is blue. And you'll notice she'll stray and she'll dodge and she'll do all that, and you stay the course. And you stay the course as long as you have to stay the course. And if it results in her moving on or breaking up with you having to break up with her, that's fine. Let that take place. At least you know you did what you're supposed to do, and you conducted yourself in a way that's conducive for a healthy argument or discussion with her. Because when y'all go into these tangents, that's how they get into all these other places, because they go into assumptions and accusing you of stuff that never happened, all because of their overthinking or irrelevant conversations.